After the water turned back to water, God sent Moses to tell the Pharaoh to let his people go to serve God, or he would bring a plague of frogs on him and his people. And when Moses and Aaron did what God had told them, the frogs covered Egypt. Pharaoh thought it was a trick, and his magicians were able to do something similar. But Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron to him and asked them to ask God to take the frogs away. "I will let you go and sacrifice unto the Lord," Pharaoh said. Moses agreed and asked him when he wanted them to take the frogs away. "Tomorrow," said Pharaoh. Moses agreed and prayed to God, and the next day all the frogs died, except the ones in the river. They gathered them into piles, and it smelled really bad. But once the Pharaoh saw they were gone, he changed his mind and wouldn't let the people go. And the Lord said unto Moses, "Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt." And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice, in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. This time the magicians could not do a lice trick, and they told Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." And the Lord said unto Moses, "Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are." Again Pharaoh would not give in, and God brought the flies. Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, "Go ye, sacrifice to your God in the land." But the words "in the land" meant they would have to do it in front of the Egyptians, and Moses would not agree to this. Moses said, "If we sacrifice to God because he has delivered us from the sinful Egyptians, the Egyptians will kill us. We will travel 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God as he shall command us." Moses went back and forth with Pharaoh, but Pharaoh would not give in. Pharaoh said, "I'll let you go into the wilderness, just not too far. Now, will you say a prayer for me?" Moses said, "I'll pray for you, but don't do this deceitful thing any more." Moses left Pharaoh, prayed, and asked God to deliver Egypt from the flies. And guess what Pharaoh did once the flies were gone? He hardened his heart again and would not let the people go.